Well, good morning. I oh Lord, all these little things popping up that I don't want to see. Yeah, it's about 4:41 in the morning and the light overhead makes me look angelic. Little dogs decided they ate too much. Dolly and Hank, that's Hank you see behind me right there. Dolly's behind me. And I'm grubby, Lord of mercy. I will shave before the morning is up when I go upstairs. But I've been pondering and just thought I'd say howdy this morning. I don't know that anybody will see this, but I'm having my coffee. Posted a chapter on Facebook like I do every day since, well, almost every day since January 1st, 2020. And now I'm just sitting here, going to write a little bit. I already took my dogs out. They ate too much and they had to. Oh, good Lord. I got stuff popping up all over the place. Anyway, you know, um, early morning is a good time to ponder. It's a good time to pray. I do a whole lot of praying in the morning, thinking about the folks that need prayers and remembering them. And if you ask me, I will actually pray for you. I'll write it down and old doc's office. And when I was active in pharmaceuticals and when I was a stockbroker, this is where I worked. Now I got a twin bed there in case I feel bad and need to lay down and not bother my darling in the mornings. Every now and then I do that. I don't get my dogs up this early, but like I said, they ate way too much. And if you uh, see them, they can get up on there. They don't get up and sleep on our bed upstairs. They have their own little kennels, cages, whatever you want to call them. But I think about things in the morning that maybe I shouldn't think about all the time. Don't think about them all the time, but I think about them a lot. Here's what I think about. Now I'm 73, and you think about age and aging and what you got left. Think about the term, the phrase, the thought, enough. It's an interesting word, and inflection does a whole lot for that word, enough. When somebody's dishing out food, sometimes they'll say, enough, enough. When somebody's talking too much or carrying on too much, your youngins, your grandkids, you say, enough. Hmm. When you're happy and content and full, perhaps, of a good meal, you say, oh, enough. But what is enough as you age? I have friends that I've lost, and some of them have died way too young. Was that enough for them? I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel guilty. I have that survivor guilt, I guess, when they pass on and I'm still here. It's like, you know what? They were a way better person than I ever thought about being, in my opinion, of course. And I think, well, why them and not me? And here's the thing I think about a lot. When I went to Oneida Baptist Institute, a settlement school down in Clay County, Kentucky, where I graduated in 1971. That sounds old. Did you know that I went to school in the 20th century? In the 1900s? It doesn't sound right, does it? Well, anyway, I think about enough, and I think I don't have enough yet. So what is enough? I don't know, but 73 is not enough. I have grandkids, Evan and Elliot, that are 7 years old. I have a grandson, Chase, that is 14 years old. I have kids that are just hitting their 40s and late 30s. And so for me, where I am right now in age is not enough. So let me ask you, for you, what would be enough? How old is enough? I know what I don't want. I don't want to get so old that I can't do for myself. I don't want to get so old that I'm hooked up to a bunch of machines. But I want to see my grandkids graduate, Evan and Elliot and Chase. I want to see my children grow up to be happy and content and have good lives. And I'm seeing a lot of that already, but I want to see them age also. Yeah, do I want to be around when they retire? Well, I don't know about that. That's at least 20 years or so. I so 20 years, so I'd be 93. Well, I do have to say that I've got some ancestry for folks that lived a long time. My great grandfather, Felix Gilbert, lived to 99, and his brother, John Gilbert Sr., apparently, from what he said, lived to be 111 years old. If I was healthy, I'd be fine with that. 99, if I was healthy, I'd be fine with that. My cousin Buddy Blue, Belue, who was a Napier, and her mama was an Arnott, sister to my grandma, Myrtle Arnott Holland. Uh, Buddy lived to be 99, almost 100 before she went home. I think about enough in the mornings. I wonder what enough means. I wonder if enough is enough. So for me, my mama lived to 88. Elma Darlin's mama and daddy lived to 88, interestingly enough. My daddy had cancer, and he was a heavy smoker, smoked 2 packs a day for years and years and years. And he died at 79. My papa, Steve Holland, who I'm named after, he died at 81. And my great grandpa, Anderson, died around 80. And there are others in the Holland family line that died right around that age. And for me, that is not enough. The funny thing, I don't have a lot of say in that in some respects. My body, yeah, I try to take care of it, try to do the right thing. Yeah, I eat a little bit too much probably, and I'm a little too heavy. Um, I don't have fat and flubbers, sticking out the sides of my office chair here, but I suppose I could lose some weight, but I don't know that 80 would be enough. If I think about Evan and Elliot being in first grade and Chase, he's 14 and he's in the eighth grade, I think. Um, if I want to see them graduate, I I have the need for at least 11 more years. I'd like to see all of them graduate from college. And if that's the case, I need 15, which would take me to that magic number of 88. But Lord, I'm telling you, I'm not asking for just 88. I'm asking for a good life with Oma Darlin, a good life with our kids and our grandkids, and a life where I can worship the Lord, go to church, Sunday school, teach Sunday school, do a little bit of storytelling, do a whole lot of writing, and as Doc Holland, lying and cheating and carrying on, singing and whistling and humming every day. Yeah, I'd be okay with 88. I guess if the good Lord wants, he'll call me home whenever it's time. But I remember, and I talk about this often, and write about it every now and then. James Anderson Burns, who was the president and founder of Oneida Baptist Institute down there in Oneida, Kentucky, Clay County, and it's Oneida, Kentucky, Oneida, Tennessee. He said something I think about a lot. And one of the mottos of Oneida is very simple. He said, "We are immortal till our work is done." So, Lord, here's my plea. Give me a lot of work. Give me a reason to be here. Help me to serve you and to talk about you and talk about my Savior Jesus and be in the lives of my children and my grandchildren and those I know and love. Help me to love them. Help me to love Oma Darlin and spend a good life with her. That's my prayer. So, with that, I've been on here carrying on by myself for 11 minutes. And I think I'm going to stop now. You're not going back to sleep. I'm going to write some. It's almost 5 o'clock. And I noticed I made that broom. That's I don't know how to point right. I made that broom that's right there, and that dulcimer. That's one that a dear friend of mine made for me. We called him um, Harp Maker. He made it for me, and it's wormy wood. Sounds beautiful. So I'm going to get off here and wish you a good morning because mine is. I'm having a little bit of decaf coffee and going to write. My dogs are quiet. They've been out. They ate too much. Needed to go out early. I don't like getting them out early, but if they're going to sleep like this, I'm okay with that. So with that, this is the old doc, Doc Holland, telling you to have a wonderful morning. Be blessed and blessings to all of you. Be talking to you soon.